Finger guns up, Jersey. Finger guns up, Brooklyn.
I love the intro.
Uh-huh.
Shout out my girl, BB.
Ooh. This is when the night was over. You're about to take stuff home.
Shout out Buju Banton. Shout out all my people in Jamaica. Shout out all my people in Brooklyn, Bushwick, Stand Up, Bed-Stuy.
Can I see?
This should take me back to house parties, y'all. House parties, basement parties, roof parties.
All that.
Grind parties. Welcome world, welcome world. Episode 83 of the Great American Hip Hop Debate Podcast.
Right.
Put your finger guns down. Put the weed up. I am the brother Burns. As always, to the left of me, I got the brother BS.
BS to the OP, LBE, MDMA all day. You know what it be.
Normally, we would have the brother Bludshot on check-in, but he's away on business. However, we do have today checking in with us from Brooklyn, the brother BR Malie. What's good, BR?
What's going on, brother? I'm good. Good to be here.
Damn, my bro BR, I met BR, like 6-7 years ago at a big pun event, man. Super cool brother. Has always been loved, so I appreciate that, bro.
Definitely, man. Likewise.
Welcome.
The brother BR actually, and I always meant to thank you for this, had myself and the brother VS on set for the
Final
season finale, which might fuck around and be the series finale, I don't know, of Money and Violence, and that shit was big to us because we started out like super fans just watching this shit and talking about it, and we linked with you, which was awesome, and you invited us to the finale of the series. We was watching that shit. We got to take some pictures. That was awesome, brother. I always wanted to say thank you, brother. So thank you. That shit was a dope ass experience.
That shit was super dope, man.
Definitely, man. I appreciate you guys for even tuning in and being supportive as you guys were. Like, if it wasn't for the supporters, we wouldn't have made it where we made it. You know?
That shit was super
so we
dope.
Appreciate you guys as well.
Nah, absolutely, bro. And the character of BR, which is just you turned up a little bit, memorable, bro. Classic shit.
Oh shit, that was my favorite shit, yo.
Now, I have to ask you, for all the listeners and all the fans of the show that are listening, is there any updates as far as Money and Violence coming back for season 3? Have you heard anything?
Yes. That you asked the guy Mo, aka Rafe. He called me about 2-3 months ago, if in fact. That's if at most. He called me in early morning one day and was like, "Hey, BR, just to notify you that we got a call stating that Money and Violence is coming back." So Money and Violence is supposed to be coming back. I just don't know when, and I don't know what's going on. As you know, he just put me on standby recently. That was sometime during the summer, and I'm like, "All right, cool." I'm like, "Cool." It was unexpected call, but. Yeah, it's coming back. It's definitely coming back.
So that is a GAHHD Gahhd Cast exclusive right there that I'm hearing for the first time. And I follow Rafe and I follow you. And I'm always looking out for like any updates, and I hadn't heard nothing. So to hear that a call was made 2 to 3 months ago, letting people know that, you know, that work is about to be ready, that's awesome. So all the fans out there, everybody out there,
be on the lookout.
Stay on the lookout. Money and Violence will be back, according to the brother BR, and shout out to the brother Mo, aka Rafe, for creating the show and also for having us, letting us be on the set. Damn, that's all dope shit, bro. That's super good news to hear, man. I can't wait to see you back out there, lining fools up and jacking fools and busting shots
on some Rambo shit just by yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Let's jump around a little bit. BR, you still acting?
Yes, I've after Money and Violence, I got picked up for a TV series titled Trapping TV series.
Okay.
It was about a strip club, but we started filming. It also has a few reputable actors in that show with me. I just don't know. We did the trailer for it. We did like a trailer for it, and then it went quiet. So I don't know what's going on with that. I'm still on standby waiting for that as well. And I did an independent film the year before the virus hit, the pandemic. And that was with Brooklyn Film Festival for a film titled Glimpse of Insanity.
Okay.
So that's a short film. It's a movie based on a uncle that raised his nephew. That his nephew's parents died, and he adopted the nephew, raised the nephew. The uncle happened to be like a retired special op, and he trained his nephew in teaching him so much about guns and just tactical things and how to move. His nephew goes out there in the world and starts bugging. I guess he witnessed his parents dying, so he grows up with these issues, and he goes around becoming this mass murderer. But the uncle is was hired like as a specialist for the precinct, for the police department. So for special cases. So the nephews, the crimes that the nephew were going around doing, like they could not make them out. So they had to hire the uncle to come in as a specialist to come and investigate these crimes. The uncle didn't even know it's his nephew, and it goes down the line figuring out that it's his nephew, and it's like really dope because the nephew is me, and the uncle is Jamie Foxx, right? And
wow,
the only thing is, it's really big. It's dope. It's really dope. It's just that Jamie Foxx never came in to do his scenes. So that's in the air as well.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But the storyline is dope. I've already went and filmed a lot of my scenes. They were just waiting on Jamie, and I don't know what's going on with that as far as.
And where were you shooting that?
That was before the pandemic. The pandemic hit 2020, so I was 2019, the summer of 2019.
Where?
Yeah, that was here in New York.
Oh, nice.
Okay, nice.
Wow, that sounds really dope, man. Hopefully we get to see that.
Hell yeah, that'd be dope as fuck.
Yeah, because these guys had me moving like I was in Lethal Weapon. I'm like, guns out. They got me rolling, doing all kinds of moves as if I'm literally trained by the army. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a dope experience because I didn't even think I was able to do all that. You know what I'm saying?
Did they train you?
Action movie.
Did they train you to do the movements and the soldier rolls and all that shit?
Somewhat. Yeah. They had me going over the rolls, the steps, but as they're showing me the steps, I was doing it. Like, it naturally was coming out. They're like, oh, you could do it. I'm like, well, I watch movies, you know? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I watch Jackie Chan movies.
And I must say, like, when I was younger, I used to literally be in the house acting silly, like, really trying to act out roles.
Yeah.
Like, literally, like, emulate people from movies I've seen. So when these dudes are telling me to do these roles, I'm in my head like, all right, we got to really act as if we're going to roll and bust through this door, kick it down, and wave the gun. Like Biggie said with the 4-4, like, when I say, like, I want to be dramatic with it, I want to show, like, emphasis in my facial expressions, like, everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was going hard, man. It was a dope experience, I must say. It was dope.
And that all comes from within, right? Have you ever actually done any acting school or anything, or you're just natural with it, right?
Yeah, everything just happens just natural. Yeah, you ever heard like them say like people that are geniuses are actually crazy?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Every genius is a little bit crazy.
Absolutely,
Right?
They teeter on schizophrenia.
Right, and the dude that played the role, Joker and Batman that died over the overdose.
Heath Ledger. Rest in peace.
off of his craziness, right?
Yeah.
Right, because he went so deep like into the character with his method acting.
Exactly.
They said he locked himself up in a hotel room for like 2 weeks. He was writing a diary as the Joker.
Yeah, exactly.
He was never out of character on set.
Exactly. He
was deep in it.
That he got so deep in character that he felt like he was that person.
Right.
You know?
He thought he was a
so
Joker.
like that's exactly what I do in a sense. Like I really try to every role that I adapt or pick up, I wanna embody.
Right.
I want to be able to fully embody that role. So in order for me to do so, I need to feel like I've been through something like that, you know, because I want to be able to bring out the emotions.
Right.
You know, like that. I want to be able to feel as if this really happened and I'm really acting on something that happened to me. Right. So I want it to feel real to me as well when I'm emulating these roles.
Yeah.
You know, so I do feel crazy at times though, trying to emulate the roles. Like I'm not even gonna lie. Like it feels crazy because some things, some parts, you read it and you're like, oh, this guy's crazy. So in order for me to actually embody this role, I gotta look crazy.
Right.
You know? So yeah, I do feel crazy, but then when I see how it comes out behind cameras, on cameras, I'm like, oh, but I felt crazy doing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it comes out dope.
But the result is dope. Damn, and I think that's the mark of a good actor when they are able to become the character that they are portraying, as opposed to just acting like, you know, you don't want to act like Will Smith. He didn't act like Muhammad Ali. He kind of became Muhammad Ali.
He embodied,
exactly. So that's what a good actor does. You know what I mean? So if you're already doing that, that's awesome. Do you plan to like get an acting coach or anything like that?
No. Yeah, I do. I do. Money and Violence paid for us to get a couple acting classes.
Oh, nice.
So we went and took a few acting classes behind the budget.
Right.
Money and Violence budget.
Right.
That's dope.
So I got a couple of lessons in, but I wasn't taught anything that I didn't already know.
Right.
Or like I thought of. So a lot of things that I thought was, when I went in, they just confirmed it for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, so that's how it really goes? I thought that, but you just confirmed it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Dope.
You know, so that's what made me know like my head is in the right direction when as far as my mindset around how acting should go and how I should go about the roles and embodying the roles.
Like
Absolutely.
When you portray a character too, it has to make you feel something. Either whether you love the character, whether you hate the character, either emotion though, like that's deep. Like if you hate a character, like you hate that motherfucker because he played it so well.
Well, again, that's
you know what I'm saying?
I think that's the mark of a
that's awesome to me.
That's like a
top
top tier actor.
Yeah.
When you hate a character because of an actor, and
exactly.
you're like,
damn, he's a
he
fucking
did job.
scumbag. But you love that shit. I love it at the same time.
Deep down, you're really saying, damn, he did a fucking good job because I hate his ass.
You know who got that off? Monique in Precious.
Yes.
Yeah, she got it off. Like, you know, when
you know who got that off? The lady in Stand By Me that wanted to take down Joe Clark, that she kept going to the fireman.
Oh, word, yeah.
That the kid at the end.
Hateful ass bitch.
Yeah. But she was so good that I remember that character 30 years later, and I still hate her ass.
Facts.
But yeah, BR, damn, you're on the right path, brother. You're gonna continue acting, right? Like you're still that's a main goal.
Recently, I wasn't able to pick up any new roles because of one thing. A lot of people don't know. I'm putting it out there now. You know, like this is the first time I'm even saying this. There's no interview I've been on I've ever put this out there. The whole time during Money and Violence, when I was acting, I was missing the front tooth.
Oh, no shit.
You know what I'm saying? And I was able, like, I practiced talking without showing my top teeth.
Right.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? So every role that I picked up, from Money and Violence, after Money and Violence, didn't require me to take headshots. and new shots. Now there's new films that wants me to audition, like the BMF show that's out right now. I was hit up by agents to go and audition for BMF. They're like, go audition. You could get I'm telling you, to get the role. Like they need like there's roles right now that you can do that, and I know you can get in. And I'm like,
and that's a good look right now,
for real.
It is, especially a current, updated for me. Like currently, that would be a good one for me.
Hell yeah. Facts.
So, but I went through issues where a few years back in Coney Island, I got jumped by like 40 dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like practically, I felt like I got jumped by like the whole Coney Island. You know?
Damn.
Honestly, like.
Yeah, Coney Island's a wild place, bro.
I woke up out of a coma, like a 3-day coma. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, had a contusion to the brain, a fractured skull, and knocked out my 2 front teeth. You know what I'm saying? So like I never really put that out there. You know what I'm saying? But I just kept going on as if nothing happened.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just continuously trying to pursue something like as an entertainer. I've always been an entertainer. You know, I started out dancing on a show called BCAT, Flex in Brooklyn. And from there, I gained my first set of fans as a teenager coming up in high school, where literally I'm on a train going to school and be like, yo, ain't you that boy that danced on that? Da-da-da-da. I'm like,
hold up, BR, hold up.
My homegirl loves you. They love you.
Hold up, because you froze. You say you started dancing on a show called BCAT?
Yeah, BCAT. Literally, BCAT is a Brooklyn channel network on cable, channel 68.
Okay, and then as a teen,
on Cablevision.
As a teen, you had fans?
Yeah, as a teenager in high school,
And they would stop you on the train?
And literally, I just stopped on the train, and females would be like, yo, ain't you that boy from BCAT? I'm like, yeah. They're like, oh my gosh, I love you. And I'd be like, and I would just, so I've learned how to take on the love and attention from young.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that was like my first achievement as a dancer. And then we started dancing in videos, like reggae songs. My father's a reggae producer and manager for VP Records and for East West Records with a guy named Dave Kelly.
Nice.
And they've managed and produced artists like Aini Kamosi, Here Comes the Hot Step, I Murderer, I'm the Little College on top. That's Aini Kamosi, Terra Fabulous, Daddy Screw, TOK, just to keep naming reggae artists that my dad has worked with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So
like,
the music
my dad is working with Junior Reed. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm literally locked in right now with the One Blood family because of my dad. You know, his sons, White Blood, YJR. I got music with them right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like my dad has gotten me around so much people behind the scenes before I even put myself out there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I've been in the loop before putting myself out there.
That's dope.
So as an entertainer, I've always, as a kid, coming up, I always had a sense of what the entertainment world is like. You know what I'm saying?
You pretty much had like one foot in, exactly. And the business environment.
Yeah, business environment at that. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So you coming up, it was dope, man. I loved it. It was dope me coming up being this dancer, and then boom, years later, I fell back from it, tried to pursue music, and didn't get picked up for the music just as of yet, but got picked up as an actor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I've always wanted to pursue acting, but people like hood dudes don't get that opportunity.
Right. It's not as easy as some of these these come up movies portray. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It's difficult.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It's mainly based on your surroundings. You know.
And what you're exposed to.
Exactly.
Yeah, and people fail to realize it takes more than an hour and a half. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Instead of like watching a movie, it's like, oh, that's how they did it. No, it took years and fucking dedication.
And if your school doesn't offer drama, for example, because now all schools don't, that's even harder.
They don't.
Yeah. At least back then, you know, there were some outlets of theater that you could participate in if you wanted to have some acting, but it's not like it was at your disposal.
Right.
Yeah, right.
So your first acting opportunity was when Mo came with the Money and Violence?
Yeah, they called me up and they asked me, one boy, my homeboy named Versatile Excel, he's Gamols, the guy that played G, the other dread Jamaican, is his little brother.
Okay.
He called me up one day, he was like, yo, is this show coming out? It's an independent web series. They've never done a web series before. It's like the first web series they're doing. And they're looking for independent artists per se to do soundtracks for the show.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was trying to get on as an artist. He hit me up and he's like, yo, this is what this show is about. Try to come up with a soundtrack. You know, and I'm like, cool. I hung up. He calls me back and he's like, you Jamaican? I'm like, yeah. He's like, they're actually looking for Jamaican actors, so I think you should come in and audition.
Yeah.
So I just went into the audition.
Right.
And they picked me up like right then and there. He was like, we can use you, So we're only gonna keep you for 3 episodes, and then we're gonna kill you.
Oh.
And I'm like, I don't even care. I'm just grateful for the opportunity.
Right.
Because
you wasn't even thinking about acting, right? You was focused
I was
on the
always
music.
thinking about it. So like I was just grateful for the opportunity. Kill me, I don't really care.
Yeah.
Like I'm just glad to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just glad.
But then they didn't kill you.
Exactly. You made it all.
No, they end up coming to me like the second episode. He was like, "We're not gonna kill you in the next episode, so you're good." And I'm like, "All right, cool."
Did they tell you why?
Like, huh?
Did they tell you why?
No, he didn't.
I think personally, as a fan, as a viewer,
Right.
I'm willing to bet that there were mad people like me, who had a real positive reaction to your character and your presence on screen.
Facts.
And it would have been whack to kill you off because it's like, damn, you got a good character that got mad potential here, and you're just gonna kill him off after 3 episodes. That don't even make no sense.
Right.
And then you ended up becoming a major plot line.
Exactly.
Yeah, I believe so because you saying that just brought back a memory. You just reminded me of something. He did say that it was like the 3rd time because he kept telling me like after that first time that now you're good. We'll kill you in like 2 more episodes. I'm like, cool. The next time he was like, no, you're good. Another 2 more episodes. But then the 3rd time he was like, yeah, we're gonna kill you this time. I'm like, cool. And he's like, so come this day, and this is how it's gonna happen. That day that the week we're supposed to film, he didn't call me the day we were supposed to film. And I'm like, I'm calling him. I'm like, yo, where you want me to meet you guys? Where we filming? He's like, just be on standby, BR, be on standby. And I'm like, I can't be on standby for like it's days going by now. And I'm like, you got me on standby, but I got other things to do. I can't just be out here in New York just sitting around. So I told him I had to leave. So he's like, go ahead, fly out. Cool. I took my flight. I left. I went to Atlanta, and I got a call the next day from my partner that was my partner in Money and Violence. That came from Jamaica from Yeah, like he called me. He's like, bro, where were you? And I'm like, what happened? He's like, stop playing. You know what you did? You did that purposely. I'm like, bro, like I'm lost. What are you talking about? He's like, bro, they killed me. Why did you kill you?
You weren't there to be killed.
Oh man.
And I'm like, they killed you. They told me it was killing me. So when I called Mo, I'm like, Mo, what happened? He was like, we have a fan page, and the fan group said to kill him and not you.
Right.
So we went with the fan stuff. And I'm like, what? I'm like, where's the fan group? How come I'm not even a part of this group? I can't even.
Yeah.
So that's when I joined the group, and there's this large group of like 100,000 people. What? And I'm like, whoa, this is a large group.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So from there, I'm just reading all the comments, the feedback from the fans, and I'm seeing people just talking about me. And they're like, nah, don't kill him. Nah, don't kill him. Kill him. Kill this one. Get rid of this. So I realized how they were, because they didn't have the scripts wrote out already.
Right. It was almost like they would write them as it went along.
Every week, every week they just write a new script for the next episode. Write a new script for the next episode.
Right.
So he was basing it off his own ideas and what the fans was giving him.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it felt more of a connection with the fans in the show.
Right.
Because fans was like, I knew this was going to happen. No, you didn't. He just took what you said.
Yeah.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And put it a part of it. So that's why you guys feel connected. Like, it was genius.
Right.
It was genius of him to do so.
It worked because I was a fan, so.
Yeah, it worked. Like, it was genius. Like, everything I've seen him do was genius because it worked.
Facts.
It worked.
Yeah, I mean, it worked well enough that we're here
still talking
years
about it,
later waiting on
episode
right?
1 of season 3.
I'm telling you.
Now, after the show
ended.
It stopped. After the season ended, let's say. First of all, you made it to the last episode of the season, and you got shot, but they never said you got killed.
There was no death confirmation.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'm still in the dark with that because I want to know if you guys calling me to let me know that it's coming up, but are you guys gonna put me in the new season to show that how I died off, or am I still going on? I still don't know myself, so it's something I'm waiting to see.
Yeah, that's
like I'm excited. Dope. Like I want to see this. Like I want to see so bad.
Hell yeah!
But after the show wrapped, you got a lot of love. Like I remember you were telling me, like people wanted to sample your catchphrase.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, they did. A couple people came out with songs using parts from the show, the things I've said in the show, and they put them as skits, and some people use them as some people use them as skits, some people use them for songs. I was taken by it all because I had an idea to use one part for a song.
Right.
And then I heard somebody do it, and I'm like, I can't even do it no more.
But it's gotta feel dope.
Yeah.
That character and his verbiage got a lot of love.
It did.
I remember.
It was one of the most memorable characters on the actual show.
Yeah.
You know
now after the show, I remember you went hard with the music.
Right.
And if I recall correctly, you were
weren't you working?
You were working
Buckshot?
with Buckshot.
Right.
Is that relationship still open? And
yeah, me and Buckshot's still cool. We actually didn't know that we were as close as we are. Like I say that to say because his group, Black Men, right? It consists of him and 5 Foot. 5 Foot is my actual cousin.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but I didn't even know me and 5 is related. I didn't know.
Till later?
Yeah, the way later.
We found out as me and Buckshot started working.
Wow.
Because family members of mine was like, yo, you know, Buckshot works with your cousin. I'm like, who's my cousin? And they like, 5 Foot. I'm like, who's 5 Foot? And they're like, the other dude that rapped with Buckshot is part of the group. You know, I'm like, no. So I ended up meeting 5 Foot at an event one day with Buckshot. And he walks up to me. He's like, what's good, little cousin? And I'm like, yo, I'm now finding out we family.
Wow.
Like, I didn't even know we family.
That's
you know what I'm saying? He's like, word. He's like, his family, people called him, telling him that I was family, and other people called me, letting me know. So it was just a small world.
Exactly.
So yeah, we're still connected, and Buckshot, he helps me as far as my music career, help giving me guidance, and you know.
That's an awesome. That's a dope ass mentor to have, bro. That's a legendary mentor to have, actually.
Absolutely.
Shout out to that, man. Shout out to Buckshot for sure.
Actual legend in the game, man.
Definitely shout out Buckshot.
Yeah. And real quick, shout out cousin Grizz. That's the homie, man.
Whoa, what's up with Grizz?
Yes, shout out to my cousin Grizz. Grizz is, when I say Grizz is my best MC rapper of today's time. Unknown rapper of today's time. Like, people don't know about this kid.
Yep.
And this kid is the best MC lyricist in today's time. But people just don't know about it.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't believe in himself. You know what I'm
I
saying?
remember he had the project. I think it was 1996.
1990 something. That project is timeless. You understand? Like, it doesn't matter when you push that song, you play those songs, wherever you play them, people are gonna still bop to it as if it was just put up.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go and play those songs to DJs, they keep spinning it. They spin it. They spin it. They spin it.
So we gotta talk to cousin.
Shout out to Good for real.
Yeah, shout out to
He's a dad now, so
good for him.
he literally gave up like pursuing music. He just wants to be a father and work a 9 to 5. He just wants a regular life. That's what he feels about right now.
Now God bless him, man. God bless the baby and everything. Sure. Now after the show again, you were doing your music and stuff, but then somewhere along the line, that was when you went to Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
Like you relocated to Atlanta?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Was that to pursue music out there?
Music and acting, because they came out with the movie. They was auditioning for a movie, Superfly.
Oh yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah, I actually fucked with that movie.
Superfly. So I had a few people that were working on set that wanted me to come and audition, and they said that, you know, they had some promising positions for me, but it didn't work out as planned. You know what I'm saying? So no, I didn't get picked up because the roles that they was trying to give me, I didn't want.
Right.
Like, I did not want to deal with. I didn't want to go down. Like, even though Superfly was a bigger platform than Money and Violence,
right,
I felt like they were giving me a lower role because they wanted me to be. They was giving me a role as an extra.
Right.
Oh.
When I wasn't trying to be an extra, I was trying to play an actual role.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I could be able to display my acting ability.
Mm-hmm.
As an extra, you just got me in the background, or you got me walking by, or you got me bumping someone. I'm not even saying anything.
Exactly.
And
anybody could be an extra.
Dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like the real actors get paid when they have some type of dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
If there's no dialogue, you're getting paid change. Pennies. You understand? So that's just building your portfolio, but you're not really getting paid anything.
Right.
You know, that's one thing I've learned just being a part of Money and Violence. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, nah, I wasn't with it. Nah, I wasn't with it.
Yeah.
So I let it go.
You got to know your worth. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
No matter what. But then you stood in the ATL for a while, right? Still working on music and stuff.
Yeah, I stood in ATL, and shout out my boy BK Brasco. Brasco that got picked up for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. That was also on Money and Violence. One of the actors on Money and Violence. Before I connected with him in Atlanta, I got confronted by someone that I know. I was dealing with her. Someone I was dealing with. She was also a cast member on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Her name was Privilege the Dom, a Panamanian goddess, what she was called on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. That's where I was, you know how we messing around. Cool, we're very cool though. And she tried to get me a role on Love and Hip Hop. So they was interested. They was like, all right, dope, you know, you're current right now. You still have a buzz from Money and Violence. A lot of them were tuned in to Money and Violence too.
Right.
Like, as I walked in, people knew who I was. And I was like, I was just taken by it. Like, I ain't even gonna lie, like, it was shocking to me. And I was like, wow, people that I know and look up to are looking at me like, I know you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, I know you.
Yeah.
It was funny, but it's like the role that they wanted me was some simp role, and I wasn't with that either. I was gonna be a boyfriend to Tiffany Fox.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I wasn't with that either.
But
so.
not like a strong character, like a wimpy.
Nah, I was looking like a sucker.
Yeah, fuck that.
Fuck that shit. Yeah, you can't have that.
Fuck.
Yeah, they was having me look like a sucker. I'm not saying, like, my boy BK Brasco, he ended up picking up a role as a sucker, you know? And to each his own. I told him, like, bro, if you say you up to doing that,
exactly,
that's you.
Exactly.
You know, like, that's you.
He got to follow his path.
Yeah, it worked for him. It worked for him.
And then at this same time, I remember you were pushing the local life movement.
Word. What's up with that?
And you had a couple artists, if I recall, making music together.
Right.
You guys
yeah, we had I had a few artists. Now I've dropped a few people since my little time away. Because I've been off the scene for some time, about a year or so, a little more. So that time there was a lot of things going on behind the scenes. Like everybody's willing to be there when things are looking good. You know what I'm saying? But when things are going on and you need people, shit hit the fan. You see who's really there. You know what I'm saying?
That's normally the case.
So I had to like push a lot of people to the side and reevaluate my situation because I'm with everybody having fun and we all here looking good together, but when the real shit happens, that's what matters most to me. So if you're not there for that, then you don't belong here for this.
Yeah, sure. That's an excellent point that a lot of people actually need to learn. You know what I mean? A lot of people let these yes men and women into their circles.
Yeah, exactly.
To drink it up and to eat it up and to turn it up and party and shit.
But when shit gets real,
absolutely.
Yeah, because it was crazy. It was crazy. I must say it was crazy. But it was an experience that I wouldn't want to go through again, and I wouldn't or want anyone to go through.
Right.
But then again, it's something I needed to kind of clamp me down to take things a little more serious.
Right. So you learned from this vacation.
Definitely learned.
Now, were you creating while you were on vacation?
Yeah.
Writing lyrics. Have you ever?
Like I continuously was writing. I don't know, the camera froze up.
Yeah, it froze up. So go back to when you was writing.
Yeah, I've been writing a short film of my own too. So I have, now that I wrote a short film to kind of go with the music. You see how Jay-Z and them did it with State Property back then?
Yeah. And with
they would come out with an album and a short film movie at the same time.
Absolutely.
Like no one is doing that anymore.
Right.
The film has gotten big again, especially on the independent scale. For people like you and I now to believe in ourselves, to even go and pursue.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of dope platforms out now
that you could utilize.
Yeah, that if you make an independent movie, like they take them and they stream them and you get bread. Yeah, that's awesome, bro.
Hell yeah.
A lot of people are doing their own projects now and then trying to sell a project as a package.
Right.
Right. That's a wave now. I see people doing, they're creating and then trying to sell the packages off. But nah, I'm not doing that. I just wanna brand myself more and what local life is really, really about. I want to give people insight, to envision exactly what I've envisioned, because people have their own perception and own idea of what they're taking it in their own way. You understand?
Hold up, the camera froze, BR. So you said a lot of people have their own perception about local life.
Yeah.
Based off like what it was before, I'm guessing.
Like people have their own perception of what local like everyone has a when you think of local life, what does it mean to you?
Right.
It means something different to everyone. Everyone have a different, when they think of local life, it hits them differently.
Everybody has
a different perspective. So it makes them think of different things, especially depending on the things they've been through in life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people came off to me thinking that local life was some gang shit. And I'm like, nah, that has nothing to do with gang activity, gang affiliation, none. It's literally about a crazy life that I've experienced, like the things I've endured, like the things I've had to take on, and then I'm still here, taking on more.
Yep.
You understand? Like an average person would break from the things I've been through.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of things I've been through are damaging to a regular person.
Trauma.
You see what I'm saying? So for me to still be here and still have the self motivation, because I could tell you, my motivation don't come from people. My motivation comes from within, from me, because it's something I envision, it's something I want.
Right.
It's been very hard for me to pursue something that I believe in the surroundings of people that don't have the same vision. It's been hard. And
I think that makes your journey
people
tougher if you're trying to get to A to B and the people in your circle are trying to pull you to C. You know what I mean? Like it makes it harder for you to complete what you're trying to do.
Of course, They throw you off track. They throw you off track.
It's the truth. It makes it 10 times harder.
Right. And
so that's the problem that I had and that I still have today. You know what I'm saying? But I had to reevaluate and change my surroundings of the people that I had around me. I realized so much people was around me just for the hype, and they wasn't really trying to play a role. They wasn't trying to play a position to help this movement build. You know, so now I got people in position that I don't know, and I've hired, that I'm paying, and things are happening it's just happening naturally. It's just now just things are just happening now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I don't have to go through the same things, and I don't have to teach anyone. I don't have to keep going back and forth. It's just happening now. So now that I know exactly what was needed, what's needed, that's exactly what I'm focused on, and nothing else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the same advice that I've given to so much people around me that come to me right now. They're like, "Yo, you taking time away. You're behind the scenes right now. I still see you getting things done. How are you doing?" You know, and I just give them that same advice. Like, it's your surroundings. Just change your surroundings, because those are the people that can make you or break.
Message.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. It's like that saying goes. show me who you hang out with, and I'll tell you who you are.
Yeah.
So now you have the team in place. The short film that you wrote, are you gonna do you plan on shooting it and actually releasing it?
Yeah. Right now, my single, I'm about to drop a single titled "Count on Me."
Okay.
And that's exactly what the short film is titled as well. "Count on Me."
Okay, and when does this drop? The single?
The single drops November 5th.
Okay.
It drops November 5th. The video and the audio drops November 5th. And afterwards, a month later, so within that month of November and December, we'll start filming the short film "Count on Me" to drop for January.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
So you're giving yourself like 2 months?
Yeah, basically.
More or less?
Yeah.
To shoot and edit and everything?
Yeah,
I'm trying to create longevity for myself, being that I'm dropping my single this year and not next year for the first quarter. I'm dropping in the last quarter, but I still want this project to be worked throughout the first quarter, because it's like I'm trying to start early for the first quarter.
Right.
You know, prep everything for the first quarter.
Yeah, the single will start warming it up. And then of course I'm sure the single will be included in the short film, so it's gonna be like reborn again in January with the film. Yeah, that makes sense. That's a good plan. And then will you be dropping more music when you drop the short film? Are you gonna drop more music?
Yeah, because I got so much music that I've written on my little vacation that I put it into like a story.
Okay.
So now it's like everything has to go
chronological.
You know, yes, in order.
Nice.
In that order, yes.
And do you have
so it has to happen like that now.
Do you have like producers on your team that you work with, or if let's say some producer out there feels they got something that you might think is fire, would they be able to send it to you and reach out and work like that?
Yeah, because no, I don't have a personal producer that I've been working with, but right now I have one producer that I've been sitting down with. His name is DJ Prince. He's a young kid. He's 24 years old, but the kid, like, he's so talented. Like, he's talented. He just needs some direction. And that's what I'm trying to give him right now, because if you really want this, then you're going to keep on fighting. You're going to wake up every day hungry with just this on your mind, you know? So, but I must say, like, the kid is talented, and he's been locked in with me. We've been in the studio 24/7. I got linked up with him as a producer and an engineer named Sonny.
Okay.
I was introduced to Sonny from a Jewish kid that I know that's really dope. He has connections, and this Jewish kid wants to rap. You know, he wants to rap, and he calls himself Dutch. He calls himself Dutchy. Dutch Master Dutchy. That's his artist name. Dutch Master.
But can he rap? I don't want to laugh. God bless him and shout out to him. I'm not trying to diss him.
He's okay, I must say. Like, he's
the name
okay. Like, he has
catching me
his own
off guard.
style.
Yeah.
He has his own style. It takes some getting used to. But when you listen to him, you're gonna start paying attention, because you know that every artist has something unique about them that people like them for, right?
Absolutely.
He has that unique thing about him. You know what I'm saying? So once people pay attention, you'll start to grasp to that unique thing. Okay. You know what I'm saying? He's very creative. That is one thing. He's very creative. Okay. So I give it to him. Shout out to Dutchy. Okay. He introduced me to Sonny. Just so happens Sonny is close to Rafe too, from Mo from Money and Violence.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
So Sonny was like, "Yo, I'm cool with Mo and da da da. I'm familiar with your work, but I've never known about your music. So it's dope. I'm willing to work with you." This guy is the best engineer I've ever worked with in my life.
All right.
And I've been around so many engineers.
Yeah, imagine.
This guy, like, I'm a shower singer. I sound good singing in the bathroom.
Right.
You understand?
Right. He makes you
this
sound
guy
good.
got me sounding like $1 million.
Young
like,
kid?
yeah, like, I got music coming out with me singing right now.
Is it a young guy?
Singing. Huh?
Is he young?
Nah, Sonny's an older dude.
Older dude? Okay, so
he
knows how to work the magic.
Yeah.
No,
he has
awesome.
he has some experience.
I'm glad to see that you got a
this
team.
This guy got me sounding like money. You know what I'm saying? And like I told him, like, I'm glad I met this guy. Like, he's what I needed. You know, it's like things are coming, and they're happening slowly but surely.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're happening at the right time, though. Everything is happening. Timing is everything. So I guess it's happening at the right time.
Exactly. Good, and congratulations. Shout out to Sonny. Shout out to Prince. Shout out to Dutch Master Dutchy. Shout out to you, of course. Everybody, make sure you're following the brother BR at BR Malie, MALIE. If y'all got some beats, if y'all got some fuego, tap in with the bro. Hit him up. Send him. Link that. And then local life artists. Who is currently on the roster, or who remains on the roster? Who's left?
Right now, I have an artist named Av. His name is Trav Av. I also have, like, Grizz is also one of the writers. He's still a writer. He's not pursuing to be an artist anymore, but he's still a writer behind the scenes for artists that we bring on board.
That's
nice.
Dope.
Yeah.
Good.
I have my daughter.
Yes.
My daughter, she's rapping as well, but she goes by Jaylee, Jeylei. She has a lot of new music on the way right now as well.
Now she put out Straight A's, a single, right? Called Straight A's. I want to say maybe like 2 years ago.
Yeah, and she got a lot of attention.
A lot of good feedback, right? I remember.
Yeah, like even from little elementary school, because she's a cheerleader. So she goes traveling from school to school for basketball games, cheerleading at schools. And little kids, I would be at the cheerleading, I'd be at the games, and kids would be like, "You the girl with straight A's, right?" And we would just be laughing because little kids would come up to her and recognize her as a little straight A's girl. And I think it was dope because, you know, she got out a positive message to the youths. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That she's only pursuing her music career because she's getting straight A's.
Right. It's a reward.
Yeah, like a privilege.
Facts.
Right.
But you know what's funny right now that you tell me that story, about the kids remembering her from Straight A's. That was like the kids remembering you, dancing, you know, when they would see you on the train. So it's the same life.
Circle of life.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
And
brother.
the same thing was with my father too. So like my father is highly known in the game, so it's like it's just trickling from generation to generation, and we're trying to keep it alive, you know.
As it should.
The entertainment thing we're trying to keep alive, but I also got more artists. I got LI750. Like he's got music on the way right now. I got another dude named Half the God. He's got work on the way as well. I got a girl named Sha, and she's in the works right now. So I'm just working with everybody, trying to see exactly who's ready and prepped.
Right.
Because they've all been through artist development. You know, taking them to different shows, having them perform, just to get the feel of the stage, having stage presence, and being in the studio 24/7 to gain the comfortability of recording in front of people, and you know, just being comfortable in the studio.
Yeah,
you know,
that's dope.
Completely.
That's dope because we were actually talking, I think, last episode or 2 episodes ago that artist development really don't exist anymore for these artists.
Nope.
So to hear that you're actually taking the time to put them through and mold them and guide them, you know what I mean? Instead of just throwing them out there to sink or swim.
Exactly.
Like, I'm willing to bet they don't even know how important that is. You know,
they don't.
Like,
because I'm arguing with these guys. That's so funny. Like, I argue with these kids. Like, I argue with them all the time because I'm trying to have them understand what's going on.
Right.
Like, you guys don't have, like, whatever you thought the game was like, change it. Throw it all away. Get rid of it.
Yeah,
start fresh so you can learn exactly what it is.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And it would help you understand things more easier instead of you combating with yourself, trying to figure out, is this, is it, and you're going back and forth and you're wasting time.
Yep.
Facts.
And money. Because when you waste time, you waste money.
Yeah, man.
That's that.
You gotta remember industry rule number 4080. You know what I'm saying? Industry people are shady.
And a lot of artists just need to listen more. You know what I mean? Take the guidance. Go watch the show. See how it works. Go backstage. Learn everything, and then give it your all.
Sometimes to them they don't want to be. That's not what it is. You know, like they're smarter than that. You know. Oh no, you can't sun me like that. You know, you can't tell me. You know.
Yeah.
No. That's what it really is.
Yeah.
Because like, if I come to you and I speak to you like a man to man, even though you're a younger man, and I'm speaking to you man to man, you're not respecting me. But if I come to you and as a gangster to a little nigga, you're respecting me.
It's weird, right?
So
Same
why
message.
do I even have to get like that?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And it's too much for these kids to understand you or pay attention to you now. It's like it takes too much. You got to put out too much for them just to even pay attention.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Plus
so it's crazy. Like,
attention span is,
it is very short. And I tell them all the time that a person has to care for y'all to go through these things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
they may not even be used to that, unfortunately. You know what I mean?
True.
People investing in them or even carrying them. Yeah. It's a weird world we live in, and even you as the leader and as the mentor, you have to continue to learn every day too, because this game is ever changing with technology and different shit, like
evolution.
Yeah, what was working last week may not even be a good idea this week.
And
it's not, because we all, like, one thing I've learned is everyone has a different way. We all find a different way to get on. So once that way was used, it's only going to be an open door, but only 1 or 2 more people will get in that way.
Right.
And those 2 people that got in behind you won't reap the benefits that you did as being the first.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So now that's how it continuously happens. Doors open, close. Doors open, close. So that's why you have to have an open mind and be creative, a creative open mind on things, to taking things on, because you got to find your way. Everyone has a different way.
Message.
And you got to be adaptable. You got to move and be on your toes and be ready. When that door opens and you get that opportunity, have your shit ready. Have your song ready, or whatever it is. And don't come with the demo You know what I mean? Don't come with the demo version, the unmixed, unmasked. No, have your shit on point, ready,
the finished
stage ready. You know what I mean?
The finished.
But shout out to your daughter Jaylee, man. I wish her all the best, and I can't wait to hear more music from her. Shout out to the team. I can't wait to hear more music from the team. Yourself, your new single "Count on Me" dropping November 5th. With the video, and then we got the Count on Me short film dropping in January. That's going to be dope, so everybody make sure you're looking out for that.
November 5th.
Lastly, before we get into 10 shots with the brother VS, I just want to talk fashion real quick. The brother BR, if y'all follow him on Instagram and stuff, you'll see that he's very fashionable, very stylish.
That's right. Wait, before you go into your thing, I just want to say the dopest shit you ever had was that leather fucking biker jacket that said Jesus Christ was born in Brooklyn.
God was born in Brooklyn.
Jesus was, oh God.
I think God.
Yo, that was the dopest shit ever.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That jacket is classic to me. I don't even wear it because I don't want to damage it.
Fact, yo, that shit is amazing. I love that jacket.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite jackets. Everywhere I go with it, I'm gonna train with it one day, right? Because when I'm in New York, I'll drive, but I'll drive only in Brooklyn. Right. Or if I'm going to the Bronx or something, I'll drive to the Bronx. But when I'm going to Manhattan, I'm not driving. I'll drive downtown Brooklyn, park up in a parking lot, and take the train into the city.
For real.
And I'm on a train, and somebody goes, "Oh yeah," and I'm like, and I just turn.
Yeah, your jacket.
Because they read the back of my jacket, and they're like, "Oh yeah." So as I'm getting off the train, I just hear like 3 people on the train screams off, "God was not born in Brooklyn," and I'm like,
how do they know that?
Yeah, how
I
do they
started laughing, but people on the train was laughing. I guess they was messing with me.
Yeah.
But then it was like, "Nah, dope jacket."
Nah,
I'm like, "Thank you." It gains a lot of attention every time I wear it.
Fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna find a picture of that jacket.
Well, we took one.
I have pictures.
Yeah,
yes,
we took pictures of that jacket.
I'll post that so everybody could check that out. But who inspired your fashion? Mom Dukes, Pop Dukes? Was it a Brooklyn thing?
My dad.
Pop Dukes.
Dope.
Yeah, my dad used to spoil me badly. He used to spoil us badly. Me and my siblings. He used to spoil us all the time. When I say, like, I guess as kids we didn't understand the value of changing sneakers every week. But my dad is a sneakerhead, so he was buying us sneakers every week. You know what I'm saying? Like, my dad was always known as like my dad is a Chinese man that speaks Jamaican. When you see my dad, he's Chinese looking. Chinese man that just speaks patois.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like dead seriously.
Wow.
Like my pops, you see my dad, just look at a Chinese man in the Chinese store and think of him speaking Jamaican. That's my dad.
That's gotta be dope.
You know what I'm saying? So people used to always be like, "Yo, your pops was like a hood legend. He had all the fly cars, all the fly jewelry, and he's a Chinese man that was gangster with a Uzi. He always had an Uzi with him in the 80s and the 70s because he was in charge. Like, nobody robbed him because he was like the flyest nigga.
Yeah. But
he had all kind of guns, and I'm like, oh my gosh, people got the world to say. Even there's this detective, right, named Detective Tony. He's an older guy, known in Flatbush, and my dad used to run Flatbush streets. And he sees me and he's like, "Yo, I never saw you before, but I already know who son you are." And I'm like, I was like, "Why you say that?" I said, "Who my father?" And he was like, "Chinna. Mr. Chin is your father, right?" And I was like, "How you know?" He was like, "You look just like him, but a black version." And I'm like, and I start laughing.
You do have like Asian features.
Yeah.
So like, it's like my dad is the one that inspired me, but he's been that person to himself. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Pop Dukes, man.
So I definitely shout out to my pops because like he's brought me up from fashion into the entertainment world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have been introduced to this world at all. You know what I'm saying? But coming up now, I have this natural sense of style because of him. Right. You know what I mean? Like, even till today, like I style him now. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like I style him now. Like my pops is like 60 something, and he still asks me for the latest designs. He was like, "Yo, I saw you bought them new products. I want those." He's like, "I want those." I'm like, literally, awesome. Like, and I'm saying this like this was last week. I just bought my dad 2 pairs of products last week and sent it to Vegas for him. Like, yo, here, go. Nice. You know what I'm saying? Like he's still into like fashion, like.
But think about it. You don't think you're gonna still be like that at that age?
Oh yeah, of course.
That's what I'm saying, because you know we as well collect sneakers.
But I don't have a son to be like, yo, you did some fly shit, put me on. You know, it's dope that they still have that bond.
But you have a kid. Oh no, yeah, but your daughter's not as
so now he's out in Vegas, and I believe you told me your next move is to the west.
No, I made that move to Vegas already. My dad lives in California, but he stays by me because before I moved to Vegas, he was the only family I had on the West Coast.
Okay.
So he's actually over there by his lonesome, lonely.
But working.
You know, he had no family over there. So once I moved to Vegas, which is next door, 4 hours away, he comes to Vegas and stays in Vegas most of the time now.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So he's literally, I got a 2-bedroom condo, and he's literally taking up my guest room, my kids' room at that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Staying there, living there. Well, my dad is older now, so I know he wants that company. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I definitely want my dad there. So, and I get scared now because my dad is an older one.
Yeah, I think that's what's important. You know, him getting that family time and you keeping him close enough that God forbid anything happens.
Facts.
You know, you're right there.
Right.
No, that's awesome. But, so right now you're based out of Nevada.
Yes.
And you travel back and forth and stuff.
Yeah.
And you're doing your music and movie stuff out there. Like that was the point.
I'm gonna do the short film. I'm gonna do a short film here in New York, but I plan on doing something on the West Coast because the West Coast has that whole feel, the ambience, the look. It's like California, Nevada. It just has that feel, like you want to do something there. So I have to eventually. Yeah.
Nice. Are you gonna do the BMF audition?
My reason for bringing that up is talking about my teeth and everything is Monday, literally Monday, tomorrow Sunday, Monday. I'm now getting the whole thing done.
Okay.
So I literally went and had them take out all my teeth from the one that broke off in the gums when the bridge fell out to back here. So I'm missing like 4 teeth now from here to here.
Right.
So I'm doing a whole implant job right now, doing my teeth over. On this side, I'm doing veneers. So at the same time, it costs me a little arm and a leg. You know what I'm saying? Like
things ain't cheap.
Everybody is buying into like jewelry and doing things and flying out, traveling. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna take this money and invest back into myself.
Yep.
Because as long as I can look good and I can be this brand, better myself, then I can better my brand. You know what I'm saying? Whoa. So that's what I'm doing. I invest in myself. They literally charged me $33,000. Clear Choice at that. That's the name of the company that I'm doing, the dental company.
I don't know if I want to give
$33,000.
I want to give them a shout out because they're working with you, but $33,000.
Come down on the price, guys.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Tell them to give you a discount for the shout out.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, shoot, like guys, like people that are listening right now, if you can't afford $33,000, I would not recommend you to go to them because they got me. Got me. They don't know how they got me too. They was promoting that they got good deals.
Damn.
So I'm traveling. That's
a bad deal.
I'm like, all right, cool. I traveled all the way like. I booked with them in New York and told them that I now live in Nevada, and they said they had a location in Nevada.
All right.
So when I came to Nevada to come see them, so I'm excited. I'm going in like, yeah, I'm about to get the ear. I'm about to be able to smile. And the funny thing that I bring this up, a lot of people think that I'm being mean because I don't smile, I don't laugh. When they be around me, they get the wrong idea. They feel like my energy is off. Because I'm not smiling with them, they crack a joke. I just smirk. I don't laugh. They don't understand why I'm not laughing.
Right.
It's because I'm hiding my smile. You know what I'm saying? It's not that I don't find your joke funny.
Yeah, exactly.
guy. Like, you're gonna laugh at me if I really laugh. You understand? Like, that's gonna be funny. Like,
You know what's crazy though, BR? You hide it well.
Yeah, you do. Yeah,
Like,
I couldn't. Honestly, I could never tell.
You must have trained yourself
Super well.
yeah, I have.
well,
I've trained myself. My guys, I stand in the mirror in the bathroom and I'm like, listen, we're gonna get this shit down pat, BR. Like, we're not letting people notice this shit. Like, no.
That's crazy.
That's
Well, I look forward to seeing a big ass, cheesy ass smile when you
Yes,
got
definitely
them
wanna see that
30
smile.
racks
Monday?
in there.
Yeah.
Monday, which is the 11th, October 11th, I'm in there like swimwear. I swear to God, I
That's
can't
what's
wait.
I want to see $30,000 worth of smiles.
Hell yeah.
I what?
Tuesday.
Same thing I told him. I said I better look like $1 million.
For real, man.
I better make me
Shouts
look
to
like $1
them. Shouts to them
million.
and shouts to you, man.
BR, my brother, thank you for coming on the show
Facts.
today, man. Much love, bro. Man, just much love, man. I wish you nothing but the best.
Definitely,
you're a
man.
good
It's
dude,
always a pleasure.
Hell yeah.
Talented brother.
We're going to get into a segment called 10 Shots. This brother's going to ask you 10 rapid fire questions. Just answer them. And then we'll circle back with some to see what it was.
Yeah. All right. So here, like he said, 10 real rapid fire questions. You answer them real quick. We'll circle back. So here we go. 10 shots. Number 10. What you prefer to do? Acting or music? If you had to pick one.
Acting.
All right. No doubt. Number 9. Spike Lee movies. Which one is the better one? Do the Right Thing, Clockers, or Inside Man?
Do the Right Thing.
Oh, that's my favorite. Boom. Since you have strong connections with Buckshot, who you think is a better group in your opinion? OGC, Smith & Wesson, or Helter Skelter? Boot camp edition right here.
Smith & Wesson.
All right, here we go. Boom. All right.
Those are my mans.
There's no wrong answer. By the way.
Those are the mans. That's my guys.
No doubt. All right. Number 7. Here we go. If you could work with one producer, would you work with Primo, RZA, or Dr. Dre?
Ooh, that's another good question. I would say RZA or Dre, but I'll go with Dre.
Okay, we'll circle back to that one. Dre's a good answer. Number 6. What's more important to you, man? Respect or loyalty?
Ask that again.
What's more important to you? Respect or loyalty?
Respect.
Okay, no doubt. If you could choose a crew from the mid 2000s, who would it be? G Unit, Dipset, or D Block?
If I had what?
If you could pick one of the crews, would it be G Unit, Dipset, or D Block?
D Block.
All right, no doubt. Better rapper in your opinion, Big L or Big Pun?
Big L.
All right. Where do the better MCs come from, Harlem or the Bronx?
Bronx.
No doubt. In your opinion, and this one's kind of personal to me, what's worse, biting or snitching?
You said biting or snitching?
Yeah.
Biting? As in like taking something from someone?
Yeah.
Like stealing something from someone?
Yeah, like jacking their whole shit.
Snitching.
Or snitching.
Yeah, snitching. I say snitching.
All right, no doubt. Okay.
Snitching is putting people away for life.
True indeed. Last one, the one that started it off for the Gahhd Cast. Who's the best MC, Biggie, Jay-Z, or Nas?
The young me would have said Biggie.
BR now. What you saying right now?
Nah.
There you go. 10 shots from VS to the OP.
Big BR. You just let all of Brooklyn down.
Yo, you want to know why? I have to say Nas because now if you ask me a question like who was the better rapper within a 2-year, 3-year span, I'm gonna say Biggie. Because he grew up fast, but he didn't have that time and longevity in the game to say that for us to say that he would have lasted as long as Jay-Z or Nas did.
Correct.
We don't know that.
Correct.
So So that's why so when people compare Biggie and Tupac, I'm like, the young me would have said Biggie, but now that I've gained a more of an understanding, I'm going to say Tupac.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it's those are the differences.
You still my man, but Brooklyn just cried a little bit. Nah, BR, man, you my bro. Word up. Thank you again for coming on the show. Let's get into the love song real quick. We can even fade out with the love song. So again, let me say, make sure y'all are following the brother BR at BR Malie, MALIE. Make sure you're following the podcast at GAHHD_podcast. Make sure you're following the bro at the real_VSOP. That's a Twitter exclusive. Make sure you're following our co-host who is missing, Bludshot at deadass_worldwide. Make sure you're following me at callme_Joseph_. We're looking out for the new music. Count on me November 5th. Short video in January. BR, you want to give any shout outs, any sign offs?
Definitely. I got to shout out the whole Money and Violence movement. Shout out my guy Rafe. Shout out to DJ Prince that I'm working with right now. Shout out Sonny I'm working with right now. Shout out to Dutch Master Spence. Shout out my boy Ringmaster Gutter. Shout out to the whole Local Life movement. My boy Grizz, LI750, Half the Guard, Trav. I have to even shout out to my boy that died on Father's Day. A lot of people may have noticed the footage of the shooting of dudes getting robbed on Father's Day. It happened in Dykeman. In Washington Heights.
I did hear about that.
Yeah. It was a black dude and a Spanish cat.
Yeah.
Those were my boys. Those are the locals. They're part of Local Life. Those are the locals. Yeah. One of them is Trav Ave, one of the artists. Dudes ran down on them, came out the club for their jury, shot him in the head. The car drives off. He crashes into a store, and they go in the car and still takes off all his jewelry as he's dead. The nigga killed my man, took all his jewelry off. Still, my other man, they're tussling with him, trying to take his jewelry off.
Wow.
He fights for his jewelry. They got his chain. He starts running off. They chase him down, still shoot him up, but he survived. Wow. My other boy, that's the artist, Trav Ave, he happened to go back inside the club to use the bathroom, so nothing happened to him, luckily. But I have to at least shout out my bro. His name is Roy. You know what I'm saying? Like, my condolences definitely go out to the family once again. I'm sorry that has happened to him. For Father's Day, it was only they all went out only to celebrate for Father's Day because we're all fathers now. I just had a son. This is my first son. My son is 1 years old now. Yeah, I'm a junior.
God bless.
Thank you. So just like you, I never had a son. I just had my first son.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a blessing. God has blessed me. That's how I know I got new blessings coming my way because I got a son now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And I named him. He's a junior. My name is Kamali, my real name, and his name is Kamali Jr. He's a junior, and he's my twin. You know what I'm saying? He's my twin.
Me and my son are the same way. My name
is love, my guys. Like, I appreciate y'all definitely for always showing love to me, being supportive.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, is once again, without y'all, without the fans, without the supporters, no entertainer would be who they are. You understand? So I'm grateful for everybody that shows love and give y'all energy to me, to the movement, and I'm grateful.
Yeah,
thank y'all.
Thank you, brother. And hey, who was doing your hair during the interview?
Oh, that's my stylist. Shout out to my hairstylist.
Shout out to her, man. She got busy.
Shout out my hairstylist.
She did all that in like about an hour and a half.
Yeah, it came out.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she's really dope. Since Dini has been doing my hair, I don't go to nobody else. Nobody else.
Yeah, tell her we said shout out to her.
Shout out to her.
Absolutely. BR,
so,
thank you again,
anybody that heard this, go follow her too if y'all need your hair done. DD Designs, DEDE.Designs on Instagram.
All right, go check that out. Shout out to her, absolutely. Shout out to the Local Life. Shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to the brother BR. Shout out brother F in Straight Fuego Studios. As always, it's studio time. Make sure you follow him at EFNR711 for that clear cut quality
for your earlobe penetration.
Shout out to all the listeners checking in on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and on YouTube. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to, I think that's it. Shout out to everybody. Brother F is gonna tune up the love song of the week. We're gonna fade out to that. There is a versus battle coming up. It's Big Daddy Kane versus KRS-One Sunday, October 17th. Make sure y'all check that out.
Who you got,
We're fading out with go ahead. Who you got, brother BR? Who you think?
I can't wait, man. KRS-One is my big bro. He showed me so much love.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Boom, there you go, KRS.
Who you got?
Damn, I want to say Kane, but KRS is a beast when he comes to performing records, man.
Yes.
So, yes.
Yes.
The performance is super important.
He's very old school, but boy,
Nah, his performance is live.
problem.
Yeah. He's
To
a
this
problem.
day. To this day. So shout out to Big Daddy Kane, Brooklyn. Wait a minute, BR, did you pick KRS-One?
He's 2 for 2.
Oh no! Start the fade out. Shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to Big Daddy Kane. Shout out to KRS-One.
For sure.
Shout out to the Bronx. This is actually my favorite KRS-One song ever. KRS-One. Love's Gonna Get You. Shout out and rest in peace to DJ Scott LaRock.
Facts.
Like I said, shout out to all the listeners. Everybody checking in. This has been episode 83 of the Great American Hip Hop Debate Podcast.
And here we go.
I am the Brother Burns. As always, hold up before we go. Shout out to all the ladies. Shout out to all the wives. Shout out to all the moms, all the sisters, all the daughters out there. Shout out to all my girl dads,
All the aunties.
all the aunties, all the doñas, all the side pieces and the thotties. This has been episode 83 of the Great American Hip Hop Debate Podcast. Chin up, chest out, carry yourself with honor, carry yourself with pride. If somebody hit my music, just let this ride, Brother F. We're gonna fade out to this. Cause this is my joint.
Shouts to BR.
Yeah, absolutely.
One love.
Definitely shout out to podcast itself.